30 seconds. What is the clear and present danger clause in the chat? Awesome. Thank you, Shakeem. Awesome. Great start, Skyen. Great. Can I hear from Skyen and then Shakeem? I want to build your two answers together.
I said that the Clear and Danger Act was showing clear dangerous acts towards the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I said it made speech have to be dangerous to be acted upon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so clear and present danger reinforces the First Amendment and says, yeah, you have freedom of speech, but if it provides a clear and present danger to the United States, then we can limit it. So it's their form of justification of limiting freedom of speech, which you might argue is unconstitutional, and a lot of people do. And we are going to be zooming in on Schenck versus the United States and a variety of people that chose to break the Sedition and Espionage Act during World War I. And we are going to be zooming in and deciding, were critics of the United States anti-American? Were critics of the United States anti-American? And you are going to read 4 documents. 2 of them say yes, 2 of them say no. And we're going to determine who has the better argument. In today's source tracker, you are going to be checking the POV and the significant statement. I'm going to give us 30 seconds to get the source tracker pulled up. It is in the Google assignment. I also put the link to it in the chat. Thank you. I have 6 of us in there. I have 7. 15 more seconds to get into the source tracker and locate your name. Great. I have 10 of us. I should have 20, so 10 more people to go. Again, the link is in the chat as well. Great, I have 13, so I'm waiting on 7 more. I have 15 of us, just waiting on a couple more, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what we're gonna do, we are going to take 9 minutes to read and annotate documents 1 and 2. So we're specifically focusing on 1 and 2. If you finish early, you can move on to 3. So you're gonna have 9 minutes to read 1 and 2, and we're gonna try to answer this question, are they being anti-American? Make sure in the source tracker that you were charting their POV and your significant statement answering that question. You have 9 minutes to do so before we come back together as a group. Chat me if you have any questions. 9 minutes for documents 1 and 2. Go ahead and get started. 6 more minutes, you should be finishing document 1. Really thorough POVs for document 1. Okay, I'm going to pause this very quickly. I see a lot of us are saying in our significant statement that he does not support the war. That is correct. But the question for today is he anti-American? So make sure in these 2 significant statements that you're not just saying whether or not they agree with the war, but whether or not they are anti-America and how those 2 things might be different. You have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Go ahead and transition to document 2 if you have not gotten there yet. Three and a half minutes left. Again, make sure you're in document 2, even if you didn't finish your statement for document 1. Everybody should be in document 2 right now. "90 more seconds to finish up your annotations." Okay, that is time. Are people like Eugene Debs and Charles Schenck anti-American? Can I hear from Giovanni and then Shakim?
I'm not so sure about Debs, but I know that Schneck is anti-war because he believes that the youth shouldn't be brought into the war and that Americans have the right to decide whether or not they want to go into the war instead of being forced.
I said, I don't know if they would be considered anti-American because they had different things that they believed in. Like Debs, he just wanted like for there to be like a fair democracy, and Schneck, he just didn't see the morality of sending American youth into war.
Can you revoice what you've heard from Giovanni and Shakim? Heaven? Heaven, can you revoice what you've heard from Shakim and Giovanni? Okay. Might be having some tech issues. Kayla, can you revoice what you've heard from Shakim and Giovanni?
That they both weren't anti-American, but they were most definitely anti-war because of the way that the government was going about the war and bringing the youth into it.
Awesome. I love that synthesis that they are not anti-American, they are just anti-war, and there's a difference. Now we are going to flip the perspective and look at this from the government's perspective about what these people are doing. So again, you're gonna have 8 minutes. This time you're gonna have 8 minutes because they're a little bit shorter. 8 minutes to read and annotate documents 3 and 4, and then we'll come back together for one final discourse. Go ahead and get started. 8 minutes. You should be starting on document 3. So again, we're on document 3. You have 7 minutes now. 5 more minutes. Two and a half more minutes to finish up your annotations. Everybody should be on document 4 now. Really great significant statements for document 3. 2.5 more minutes for document 4. One more minute to finish up those significant statements for document 4. Go ahead and take the next 15 seconds to wrap those up, and then we'll come back together to finish up. Why would the government decide that these people were anti-American? So from the government's perspective, why were these people anti-American? Can I hear from Kamaya?
Can you repeat your question?
Why did the government think people like Shank and Debs were anti-American?
They believed people like Shank and Debs were anti-American because they advocated for the rights of the people being able to like have freedom of speech during the war, because the war was unpopular opinion, and them prohibiting people's rights in general made them be against them.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna pause there just because I want to make sure we have enough time on the exit ticket. For the exit ticket, you're gonna write a thesis, so an answer to the question, were they anti-American? And then you need to use evidence from 3 documents, but you're just writing a thesis and then an evidence statement 3 times. Make sure you're not just copying and pasting quoted evidence, make sure you're paraphrasing. Paraphrasing evidence is how you will get the point, and this is how and you will be graded on accuracy for today's exit ticket. So make sure you are not just quoting, that you're paraphrasing evidence, and you tell me where that evidence comes from. Go ahead and transition to the exit ticket. Chat me if you have any questions about it. And once you submit your exit ticket in the class packet, you'll be free to go. If you do stars for exit tickets, and you don't see them, try refreshing, and then they should come up now. This should take another 4 minutes. Again, make sure you're paraphrasing that evidence and not just quote dropping. Great. I see some packets coming in. Just give me 1 second. Mayla, Alonzo, you guys are free to go. Great, Sierra, I got your response, but I know you had a question. Just wanted to let you know that I saw it. Shakeem and Kayla, you guys are free to go.
That's wild.
Mhm.
I wanted to stay after because I wanted to let you know that the reason why I wasn't able to hand in the homework was because I lost Wi-Fi over the weekend.
Okay. So the homework that's due tonight?
Yes.
Okay, no worries. If you just can get it done, can you get it done by like tomorrow at 8?
Yes.
Okay. As long as it's done before Wednesday morning, because Wednesday is when we have the quiz, then you should be good to go.
All right.
Okay, cool. Bye, Sierra. Have a great day. Okay. Awesome, Kamaya. When I get your class packet, you are good to go. Let's go ahead and take the next 3 minutes to finish up our exit tickets so that way you guys can get to your next class. Awesome. Thank you, Giovanni. Once I get your class packet, you're also free to go. Oh, I got it. You're good to go. Thank you, Skyanne. Same thing once I get your class packet. Thank you, Heaven. Once I get your class packet, you're also free to go. Thank you, Leah. You're free to go. Okay, it's 8:55. Go ahead and start working on getting it submitted so you can get to your next class. Okay, it is 8:56, so I want to make sure you guys have a chance to finish up before you have to go to your next class. So make sure you submit that exit ticket by the end of the day so it can be graded. Have a great time in your next class. For the rest of the day, stay safe with the snow, and email me or text me if you have any questions. Just make sure you do submit this exit ticket by the end of the day because it will be graded. Have a great rest of your day, you guys.